Greetings, everybody. How's everybody doing so far on this wonderful April 13th, 2020, which equals 444? So that's still part of our portal opening for April. And I was guided to pull a card from my new cards, Soul's Journey lesson cards. These are probably going to be my favorite cards because I wrote a book called Soul Journey, The Soul Less Traveled. And I'm just really excited about these cards. I like the way they look. I like the design on the back. It's gorgeous. A bunch of mandalas. So the card that came out tonight when I asked for guidance is relationships. And it says, I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. And I love the crystal grid that is on this card of relationships, because it looks like what it's doing is showing us our connections to each other, not only to people that we know, but people who we don't know who could serve our highest good all around the world. I love the colors of the card, which is purple and gold. And purple, that's our crown chakra, or our third eye color for our chakras. So, that speaks a lot to our relationships, not only with others, but to ourselves, our higher good, the purple chakra, our high crown chakra. And then the gold around it is about the wisdom, the yellow chakra, which is our solar plexus chakra. So that speaks to our wisdom. And, a lot of times we're attracted to a lot of things, but when you're attracted to those that just serve your higher good, then that keeps you in a good energy. So right now, I think that's exactly what we need. So I'm going to read a little bit from the book that came with it, this wonderful little book that came with it, that gives us a little more insight into the card. It says, in this three-dimensional world in which we live, there is a sense that we are separated from one another, especially now, right? And also that we meet by chance. This is an illusion. We don't meet by chance. We meet because we're supposed to, because we're guided to do that, because it's already been written that we're going to do that. And we wrote that out before we were born, who we were going to meet, who we were going to walk with, how long we were going to walk with them, when we're going to get married, when we're not going to, be in a relationship, and our relationship with death also, which is just a rebirth cycle. We wrote that too. So those that are exiting our planet right now, they may not have known that on a 3D physical level, but their souls and their spirits knew that they were going to be leaving at this time, no matter how sad it is or how hard it is for us to accept. And believe me, it's not just hard for you, it's hard for all of us here. The people in our lives are drawn to us and are here for a reason. It is through sharing experiences and having relationships with others that we begin to understand ourselves. And the reason why I think they say that is because everybody we meet or any situation that we get into, it's just a reflection of ourselves. It's if somebody does something out here that gets on your nerves or shows you some energy that you don't really appreciate, then it's really a reflection of something that's going on within you that you're noticing. And if you really look deep into it, that's really what's happening. It's not that this person is this and that. It's the fact that you this and that on the inside. And we have to first develop a great relationship with ourselves too, before we go out here and try to connect with others. But when we do go out here and connect with others, it just brings us right back to ourselves too. When someone appears in your life, you must see what is not resolved or whole in the person and understand the lessons he or she brings home to you. You draw others to you like magnets in order to learn various aspects of yourself. That's exactly what I was just saying. The people you have close relationships with on earth are usually members of your soul family. You have chosen to incarnate together to help each other learn lessons, even though it may not seem that way to you now. Once a lesson is learned, don't be surprised if that person fades away. People are in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And I've heard that before too. I have friends who have faded away. We're still friends. We still reach out. We might connect every now and again. But because I've learned the lesson, once you learn the lesson, you kind of matriculate on to the next lesson. And that might take you to a different realm of reality, or a different place in life. So because of that, they may not jibe with it, but that doesn't mean you're not still friends or family. That's what's happening right now with, Mother Earth Gaia moving from a third dimension to a fifth dimension within the solar system and within our consciousness. As a result of her moving, we're also moving on her. We are part of the planet. So we're moving with her. And she's shaking off a lot of things, or letting a lot of things fade away that she doesn't need anymore here. So you'll see, more earthquakes and tornadoes and hurricanes and floods and all these things, because she's moving, and bringing forth something new. And that happens also with us as human beings. We move, we rise up and move to, or rise, or either we move to, if you want to think of it more linear as opposed to more vertical, we rise or we move to a different point on the line. And sometimes we have to go back. So if you think of a line segment, that's why I love my son's classes, because I'm relearning about angles and things like that. And I've always told them that life was about dots and lines, because once you form a row of dots, it becomes a line, right? So if you think about a line segment and you look at Earth as three-dimensional, fourth-dimensional, fifth-dimensional, those points on the line, sometimes you're going to be in the third-dimensional reality, which can bring a lot of angst because that's more human. Sometimes you're going to be in a fourth-dimensional reality, which brings you closer to your ancestors and the angels, or your spirit guides. And then sometimes you're going to be on a fifth-dimensional reality where every day in every way, all is good. You see, and you might have to bounce back and forth on that line until you get back to that fifth dimensional and beyond reality, so that you can start manifesting good things in your life. Our relationship with the planet right now is that we should be helping to clean her up. We should be bringing more light into the planet, right? Because we want our planet to exist. We want it to be here. We want to help her grow. Our relationship to the planet is going to bring us to plants. We're going to start growing plants and flowers, and things are going to start budding. You see, these are my plants in my house. And so look at that one little lonely one. But we have to develop relationships not only with people that'll bring us to that who serve our higher good, but we also have to develop relationships with all living biological things, whether it's animals, plants, or people. And I know I'm jumping all around, but this is just to say that when you're trying to nurture your soul, I would not connect with those who would bring your energy down. I would not connect to those who would make you feel less than loved. Okay? I think that's very important. So, anyway, I don't have much more to say. I think the card says it all. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So, get more attracted to people like that. Because if you keep bouncing back to that third dimension, bouncing back on that linear line to that third dimension, that's the dimension of learning these human lessons that you have to learn. There's nothing wrong with it, but it can become very painful. Let's just put it like that. And it makes you it makes you feel like you're not relating to the world, or, you know, people, or where you should be in the world. So try to, you know, stay connected to those who serve your higher good, who bring you more happiness and energy that is fifth dimensional, more abundant manifestation energy, you know. And as a result, yes, some relationships and friendships are going to fade as a result of that. Whether it's family or friends, it's going to fade. And that's okay, because wherever you are, whether you're thinking vertically, meaning higher up, or rising up, that person's going to get there too. They have to. Otherwise, we can't rise with this planet. So just keep your vibrations high and your energy high, and try to connect with those who serve your higher good. As you can see, because I really love how you see how every circle connects. Everything is connected here. So we can do this. We can get through what we're going through right now on this planet. And we can definitely connect with, it's not hard, because there's so many things on our social media platforms to show us how to connect with people who serve our highest good, whether it's people who have a virtual workout, exercise, virtual school. We're still connecting through that. We're still building relationships. This is a time to build some great relationships while you're going within yourself, you know, so take the time to do that. And I don't have my book on me right now, but I'm going to come back on probably tomorrow and share, since it's supposed to be National Poetry Month, I'll share a poem from my book, Soul Journey, The Soul Less Traveled, and also give you a link where you can probably purchase it if you would like to. I wrote this book. This was the first book I wrote before I wrote my book, Black Eyed Susan and Other Essences, but I didn't publish it until after that other book. So, and Soul's Journey has been a book that I've been working on since I was really young. I just didn't realize that I was a poet. You know, I wrote poems, and I decided to comprise all those poems from the time that I was a very young person, probably 13 on up, until, 2001, I think I published it. And it was either 2001 or 2010, one of those. I think it might have been 2010 when I published this book. But whatever the case may be, when I published it, when I look back on everything, and then I kind of look back now, and I say to myself, wow, I was woke, right? I just didn't realize what I was supposed to be doing. I just was doing what made me feel good. So, you know, it's funny how we're already walking on that journey, but we don't realize that we're walking on our soul's journey when we're just doing what makes us feel good and what makes others feel good too. So I'm going to end this now because I don't want to go over 15 minutes because I have some other goodies to post. I'm going to do a root chakra PowerPoint presentation as well. So just take time to do what makes your soul happy. Be happy, be light, be loved. Thank you so much. I would love for you to share this video, like it, subscribe to my channel, get others to do it as well. I want to share so many things with you all. I love everyone. And let's just keep our vibrations as high as possible and continue to spread love wherever you go. Even in the worst of situations, just give that energy over to a higher power, a higher being, and, you know, try to be calm and cool right now because we're going through a lot. So I've developed some new relationships throughout this process, surprisingly enough, and we're supposed to be quarantined. So I know we all can do it. Let's just keep our energy up, keep our vibrations up, go out when necessary, get some sunshine, get some rain if you need to, plant as much as possible, you know, and just stay upbeat and happy. And I will check in with you all again tomorrow. Be happy, be light, be loved. Thank you so much. I love you all. Good night.